If you're looking to let go and progress this year in 2026, then you got to stay tuned right now on Let's Connect Now. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode, our second episode of the year. Monica is excited, as you guys can see on her face. She loves doing this.
If only you guys knew what it took for me to be able to smile today.
Yes, only if you guys knew what we go through to be here. Yeah, let's connect, guys. Let's connect now.
Oh my God. Do you guys understand me now? Thank you.
You got to, okay, this is 2026. You got to start matching my energy now. At least a little bit. At least take it up a notch a little bit. I know you're a little upset with me right now because off camera you were upset with me, but you could just let it go. Usa, Isa, Isa, Usa. And now we go into it.
Hi, everyone.
See, that's what I love when Monica starts laughing and stuff. But hey, it's 2026. We're still on the business thing of, last week was his first week of January. People were still out of town. People, actually not even out of town. People were still out of work because people are getting sick, coming down with some type of headache, flu. We did, some type of headache. We're getting headaches, flu. I don't know if the headache was because we worked together still, but it was headaches and flu and getting nauseated and stuff. But it's a crazy.
There's a bad strain of the flu going on right now, and then I think the rain had a huge impact for the beginning of the year. It's just been a crazy beginning of the year. I don't know why. I'm really feeling the beginning of the year this year more so than I did last year. Last year it was just we just kind of came and we kind of just went with it. This year it's I don't know. It's just I think I'm looking at life with different lenses, and everything just seems so much more real to me. So.
Yeah, I believe it is too, and I think it's not just you're not just feeling this. We talked to a good friend of ours, Munoz and Munoz, Ralph from Munoz and Munoz, our sponsor, and he said something very good too, which we're gonna actually do something. It's gonna be us. We're all gonna sit down and talk about the beginning of the year. No one talks about how stressful it is because not only is it the beginning of the year, the first week of now we're in the second week, but the first week of the year. And then it's just businesses that have to deal with taxes and accounting, and closing books, and it's just a stressful time.
There's a lot of stress going on, and something that I don't know. Maybe this is something different that we want to do is we just want to be more real and just talk about things that really. This is the reality because we can come on and talk about lies and more lies about and just kind of add to something that it's not real, but we want to talk about something that's real, that it's really happening, and I think that's something we discovered this year. That's what I'm saying. I'm seeing life with different lenses, especially in the work that we do, and it's a little disappointing. If we're going to be honest and we're going to be transparent, I'm a little disappointed. And how this year has started.
Interesting. Yeah.
Because life is hitting, and I don't know if it has to do with all the impact of everything that happened last year with tariffs and taxes and budget cuts and all these different things that are going on, how it's affecting the business community. There's a lot of positives, yes, but then there's also those there's a lot of things that are, like you said, that are real, that our businesses are going through, and we're seeing it.
You know what? When you were saying that, what I got out of what you were saying right now, and what my revelation, when you were saying it, what popped in my head was, I feel that it's time for change, and people and businesses need to change. I feel that even society, business, personal, it's like I feel that this year is a change year, and I'm not putting it onto the government because the government making us do this and that. It's just an overall change, and I think if we don't change, and we're feeling that pressure of either we change or we don't. And I don't know. I feel in the beginning of this year, like that.
I think the way I'm seeing it, and the way I'm seeing it is it's something that you sent me. You send me, and I watched a little. By the way, he bombards me with all these different videos of.
That's right, motivational videos, guys.
I mean, he doesn't just send me one; he sends me like 20. But there was one that stood out.
You sent me 3 well, I got 3.
Okay, 3 for the week.
No, bam, bam, bam. I was like, whoa, shoot.
But they're funny. No, but one of the ones that you sent me that really stood out to me out of the 20 is the one where it says, where somebody's finally mad. Somebody's finally mad about.
Yeah, pissed.
Yeah, they're pissed. Yeah, they're pissed about, about.
Well, let me say, I remember.
Yeah, like
so it's saying, it takes when you finally get pissed off, but when you get pissed off, it's not all of a sudden you're going to keep doing that same thing and wait 1 year, 2 years. There was already a time when you were pissed off, and that was the time when you should have changed it.
Yeah.
So pissed off.
But I think you can still change even if you do decide that you're pissed off about whatever it is, your business, that you kind of make a change. And I think a lot of people do make changes when they're pissed and when they finally had enough about a certain situation, and that's when they react and they make changes. And sometimes it works out in a positive way, because it's not until you had enough, that you're able to now make a positive change about what you want to change. And so I think that's the one that stood out to me. And I think I'm not pissed off. I'm just I'm just ready to see change. And maybe it starts with myself first, right? It's just changing a lot of things and stop trying to be an imposter. Like it's start trying to live your life more real, than trying to be an imposter about who you really are. What is it that you really deliver? What is it that you really do with certain situations? Like today, I told you, there's some of the reels that you put on there. I started kind of seeing myself, and I don't know, this camera, when he does the reels, it really picks up every single little cranny.
Nothing I can do, guys.
And it's like before, honestly, no, because I'm going to be honest. Before it was like, no, I need to fix it. I need to do this. I need to do that. Filters,
yeah.
Filters, this and that. But you know what? If that's what the camera picks up and that's who I am, then that's who I am. And I'm not going to be ashamed of who I am and what I bring to the table anymore. I'm just going to bring it. If you want to take it on, then you take it on.
It is what it is, right?
Yeah, it is what it is. Hey, if Daryl lives by that, it is what it is, then I live by it is what it is, because it's on my wall.
Yeah, and it says something else right there, too. We can't say it. Beep it.
No, you can't. You can't, because and it's one of the talking points that we did, because you know what, and also AI. So last year we saw a lot more revelation on AI, right?
Yeah, no, we even brought a lot of people on to talk about AI. We've partnered with people that deal with AI. AI is where it's going. So we want to show you guys today that we are using AI. We asked ChatGPT.
Sorry about that.
To turn off Monica's phone. No, we asked ChatGPT some questions, because we wanted to know. We want to see what is, because basically ChatGPT, it gathers information from everybody that's putting their information in there. So, and that's how it gets its information and on the web and everything. So whatever information you're putting out there, ChatGPT is using that. And I asked it a question. I said, give me 10 things businesses should let go of in 2025.
Yeah, but it's true. So going back to what I just said earlier, there's something
okay, you just disregarded everything I said.
No, I said yes.
Okay,
you're absolutely right. Yes, he's right, everybody. No, but part of being transparent and real, and
you're confessing something right now?
It hit us both.
Whoa.
No, it hit us both over the Christmas break, the holiday break.
What did it hit?
It's get out of our comfort zone, because comfort quietly kills innovation.
Okay, you got to say the first one. This is my topics.
But I know, but I'm just reading because you're like talking about other stuff, and I just want to get going.
I do want to get going, but I want to say the first one, but that's our talking points. See? You guys are thinking Monica is really smart. No, it's on here, guys. So look at, okay, the reason why it says comfort can quietly kill innovation is because, number one, 10 things the businesses should let go in 2025. Number one, let go of we've always done it this way. And I have personally met business owners, business managers, whatever you want to call them in the business, whatever their title is.
I know a few.
That have said that. You go to pitch something to them. Hey, I got this new thing. This is what's happening. Like right now, people are trying to, not trying, they're sharing AI is the new thing. AI is the way. And this is what they're saying. Well, we've always done it this way. That's their way of shutting you down. Well, we've always done it this way. That is bad. That is something that ChatGPT, when we looked at, is something that you got to let go of 2025 because, like Monica said, comfort can quietly kill innovation. The market changed faster than internal habits. So, yes, you're saying, well, we've always done it this way. Why change it? If it's broke, why fix it? That is horrible because the market is changing. And if the market is changing, so do you. It doesn't mean you have to fully change your mission statement. That's not what it's asking to do.
It's just adapting new habits.
Adapting new habits,
New
Monica.
things.
Yes. So let's go to number 2. Let go of chasing every trend. Wow, that's a good one. Let go of chasing every. Not every trend fits your brand or audience. Trends without strategy create confusion. Focus on alignment, not hype. That is amazing. So sometimes, yeah, people say, like, we get into that a lot. People are always like, the trend is you got to put all your videos on TikTok or you got to put all your videos on Instagram. But we have sat down with professionals that do marketing and they've analyzed our platform and they say, you know what, you guys, your platform is Facebook, but now that Facebook kind of jacked us up, we're going to be focused more on YouTube. But if we followed the trend, like they're saying, we wouldn't really be relevant because our demographics is not Instagram and Facebook.
But you know what?
Instagram and TikTok.
To what we're saying, number one, I'm gonna go back to number one a little bit, okay? And it's also relatable with number 2, let go of chasing every trend. So yesterday's meeting that we had was exactly what we're talking about. They're letting go old things and they want to now innovate.
Yes.
Innovate. So yesterday's meeting that we had with a particular group that I won't mention, the fact that they're wanting to make change and they're accepting some of the things that we suggested. They were very open to, and they even loved it. Mm-hmm. I mean, what does that tell you? What does that tell you about a business who knows where they're at? They're big, but they know that they can offer a lot more, right?
Exactly.
So they were very open to the ideas and to some of the stuff that we had without us even knowing. It just kind of created a great, conversation.
Right. We were shocked, not shocked, but we were like, okay, well, let's talk about this. Let's do this.
And I loved it. I love the fact that people are open to new things. And I just, no. I'm good the way it is. Or no, I'm not. Why change it was already working? Mm-hmm. But how does that, how do you grow that way?
You don't.
You can't grow that way.
You eventually die.
Because your audience will eventually go elsewhere because it's more innovative somewhere else. It's more eye-catching. So even with us, with this show, right? You guys are going to see a lot of changes because we've been beating our brains, about what we want to change because, we could keep going this way, but this way, eventually it's not going to work.
No, we are on a tidal wave. We got to ride the wave, but we have to also be innovative. And if we're not, the wave's going to crash. And that's in everything, not just in what we're doing, but that's in every business, that's in life. Waves come, and you got to ride the wave. But know, too, that when the wave crashes, you got to be ready for the next wave. And the next wave, if you're not ready for it.
If not, then stop swimming or stop surfing.
Yeah. So number 3, let go of doing everything yourself. That is a fact. Because hustle culture glorifies burnout. If you continue to do it yourself, you're going to create burnout. Delegation is not weakness; it's leadership. You grow faster with systems and support. Now, this is true. I don't want to stick it to each topic because we still got to go to yours. Yeah. But let go of everything you're doing. Let go of doing everything yourself is so true because I just recently we had a meeting with our team and I had to delegate. And it was very hard for me because I am the type of person that I like to do it myself because I know how to do it. I get frustrated. I'm not a good teacher. And I had to admit, and I finally have Aiden's shaking his head no, but I don't care what Aiden says. But I had to delegate. I had to let go. And it's important. And now that I have let go, we are seeing more of like I feel it. Like it's like it feels good actually.
Yeah.
Like things are getting
because it's good leadership too, when you delegate certain things to your staff, because then you know that they're growing. Because without you giving them responsibilities and other things, because they've already been doing a job and that they already know how to do. So now what's next? So if you keep them there, it's kind of like you're not changing.
Yeah, they're not growing.
They're not growing,
Yeah.
and so we need to be good leaders and let go of certain things.
Yeah, make sure that they're
you know?
growing.
Because that's how you were taught, and so why not? Somebody gave you something, right?
Exactly. So number 4, let go of poor communication. Let go of.
We don't have a problem on that one.
Oh heck no, we have a lot of communication. That's the problem here. We talk a lot and get into trouble. Yep, Aiden's nodding his head.
We get into a lot of fights.
Because miscommunication costs money, time, and morale. Oh, it sure does. Clear expectations equal better performance. So you guys, let go of poor communication. Now, number 5, let go of toxic clients. Ooh, that's a good one. Revenue isn't worth constant stress.
Does it say partners here? Oh, man.
Oh, man, let me see. It says Monica. What the heck? No, one bad client affects the whole team. Boundaries protect your brand. Wow. So let go of toxic clients. And you know what? It's not just letting go of toxic clients. And toxic doesn't mean that they're just a negative, always trying hard to please either. You got to let go of people that are dangling that carrot in your face too. Because sometimes we could be spending too much time on trying to get a deal.
But they're not necessarily toxic.
No, as I just said right now, sometimes it's not about toxic clients. It's sometimes even about prospects, the people you're going after. Eventually, you got to learn. You're putting too much time and too many effort in certain clients.
That's exactly
let
what
it go.
revenue isn't worth
the stress.
constant stress.
Especially if people are causing so much stress on you, put them on the shelf. If you're adamant about I want to get that client, but they're just stressing you out, go to the next client. Build your pipeline. Get more in your pipeline. Get more people that you're going after and stuff. So number 6, let go of perfectionism. Yes, Perfect delays progress. And I know a couple of people that won't move forward. So there's some people that won't even try a business until they perfect certain things to actually. But it's not about perfection. It's about failing and learning. And when you fail and learn, you'll know not to do that again.
Because
and
it's just delaying the progress, it says right here.
it's delaying the progress. It's delaying the start of something. Because let's say right now we didn't start this show. Ever, because we wanted to make sure we had the right cameras, the right mics, the right this. Everything has to be perfect. Then we would never start. But no, and we've been, we've been doing this and learning now, almost our 3rd year of doing this and stuff. So, 7, let go of ignoring mental health. Ooh, that's a good one. We talked about it yesterday with the team that we were with, and they were saying that they're really focused on mental health this year and really helping men and women with their mental health because wealth is health. So that's amazing. Burnout is now a business risk. Healthy leaders build healthy companies. Productivity drops. Productivity drops when wellness is ignored. Ooh, that's good. Number 8, let go of short-term thinking. Ooh. Chasing quick wins hurts long-term growth. Wow. Do you think that goes with those get-rich-fast schemes? Like people want to get rich fast, so they join these pyramids or they join these things that hey, join me right now, and then if you get 10 people under you, you can make money and this and that.
Well, here too, same thing. When people used to come in through the door, and if I'm a member, how soon can I see new clients or this and that? Oh, my God, I was just like, what the? I don't work for you.
Yeah. You got to come in here with, how can I build a long-term relationship with you guys?
Yeah,
not a short-term, because then you're right. Then they're coming here. That's short-term. I want to get what I got to get. I want to get out of here.
Did we not get rid of a couple of people because of that?
you are huge on getting rid of people because of that. Because it's not about that. It's about we're going to grow together.
Relationship.
A relationship.
Yeah, a relationship.
And a relationship takes time.
How do I know? I wish so many times that I could have told somebody, how do I know I could trust you?
Ooh, that's the truth.
How do I know your product is what you say it is?
Exactly.
So you're joining so that you can network and you can establish relationships with people. You're not joining so that you're not hiring me to give you clients. That's not my job.
You're
That's
not
your job.
You're not the personal salesman. Yeah. Number 9. Ooh, this is
Sorry,
good.
guys. I'm not trying to be mean, but I am mean.
No, everybody. So this is 2026. We're coming at you. Number 9. Let go of weak branding. Oh my God, blending in is no longer safe. People buy stories, not just services. Brand clarity builds trust. So let go of weak branding. And that is the truth. And that's what our services provide, is that people can begin to get their branding on point.
And when it says here, I don't know, this is what I'm getting at, and I'm just going to touch on this one.
Touch.
But people buy stories, not just services. They don't mean stories like feel sorry for me and buy my product.
Exactly.
So make sure you know the difference before you go in there, because we just heard a quick story the other day, like, why should you work for me? Oh, because I need to buy a new truck, because I need to buy a new building, because I need to buy an SUV, what is it, a trailer, and this and that, and and I'm like, that's why I should hire you. What?
Yeah, exactly. That's not a good story. No. You have your story or your why on point of why you're doing stuff. Or why, the branding. So number 10, let go of fear-based decisions. Woo! That's a good one. Letting go in 2025, fear-based, and a lot of people, even us, we do it. We have made decisions based of fear. Fear keeps businesses small. Growth requires calculated risk. Confidence attracts opportunity. Wow. And that's what we want to do. And that's why this year we even said, oh, shoot, see, I'm already hitting things. This year we said we are going to be more vocal. We're going to be more... I'm trying to find those words, more vocal, just a lot more assertive, because this is who we really are. We've come on here and we want to make sure we please our audience, but at the same time, we said to ourselves, no, we're not just going to come on here and please our audience, but we want to come on here and give you guys nuggets and make sure that you guys are listening to this, because we are applying this stuff to our lives. We have said to ourselves this year that we're going to let go of fear-based decisions. No, we're going to take the risks. Because when you take risks, you're believing in yourself. You're saying, yes, I believe in myself, so I'm going to take this risk.
You got to really, before anything, you got to truly believe in your product.
Yes.
Truly believe that you could deliver. Truly believe that what you're saying you truly believe it, because a lot of us can believe our own lies and live by those lies. But there's a lot of people that are very smart and can pick up on certain things, especially if your track record is of just saying things to people and just finding new people to lie to, whatever, throughout your journey of whatever it is that you have. Because I've known a lot of people like that. I would never throw anybody under the bus, but I've had a lot of people who truly believe that they are this and they are that, and when it comes down to it, they're nothing like what they said. And I don't want to fall into that myself, because I just don't. So I feel like I have a good reputation on, what I've said I've delivered, what I've said I've done. I'm not perfect. I have failed many times, but you know what? I've gotten right back up and I started over. Nobody saw my tears. Nobody saw what happened behind the scenes. Only I did. I was hard on myself. I learned and I recover. And that's just what we're doing now. We're not perfect people. We don't have all the answers to everything, but we definitely know what it requires to keep going and moving forward, by reflecting on our mistakes.
No, reflecting on our mistakes. And this is good stuff that ChatGPT came up with, because at the end of the day, exactly what you're saying right now, and one of the key things that we're talking about too, because people want to invest in people that have that good story, like you said, like we were saying, good story, and they want to make sure they can see it in your eyes. Mm-hmm. And that's the truth, that when you sit across from somebody and you're giving a pitch, or you're selling something, or you're buying something, whatever it may be, the person needs to see it in your eyes. and when the eyes are the windows of your soul, and they can see, and you can see, and most of the time that's why people, when they look at you, and because I'm the type of person, I like to look at people in their eyes. Because you can see, like, if they're going through something, and you can tell them, hey, how you doing? And you see in their eyes, but they're like, I'm fine. But you can see it in their eyes. Your eyes tell everything, and that's important. So when you're ready to go for a pitch, or you're talking to people, or maybe you're just having a lunch date with somebody, and it's your eyes. It's your eyes. It's your speech. I'm strong on this. You'll have success when these three things are in alignment: your mind, your speech, and your heart. When those three things are in alignment, you'll have success, because what you're thinking begins to come out, what you're speaking, what you're putting in your head, your mind, and then the passion comes forth because of your heart. You love what you do. So when you have those three things in alignment, you will start having success. And that's what we're doing to this year, is we're making sure that our mind, which you're a great reader, I'm a great reader, our mind is being developed so that our speech is better, and then our heart and our passion begins to come out. My God, anybody want an altar call right now? I'm praying for everybody. I'm going to do, hey, Dave, I implemented the Lord right now, Dave. Dave said we need, well, your husband said we need to implement more of the Lord. And part of that is the God. Is God. We got to give God the glory.
Open up your Bibles, everybody.
Open your Bibles to chapter 2. No, no, it's true. That's a key thing, too, is putting God first. And that's what we do. And some people might not agree. Maybe you don't believe in the Lord. You believe more in the law of attraction and the universe. And that's fine too. I'm just saying, well, for us, our standards are built on God and the Bible and Jesus. So, we're putting God first, making sure that he's in everything that we do. And because we will have success, because 20 years from now, we want to be at a better place. So what's part 2? Why are you laughing at me? She's nervous because I'm talking about the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
I am not nervous. 10 things businesses should do in 2026.
Preach it. What did ChatGPT tell us?
Hey, I'm Michael.
I'm Ralph.
Welcome to Munoz and Munoz.
Come check it out. Here at Munoz and Munoz, every case is important to us. Big or small or big, we're here to help you.
And here also, privacy is our #1 priority for all of our clients. So come check it out. Our #1 priority is serving the community. We want to give the best attorney service out there in the industry. We're here to help you. Please call us for any personal injury or criminal defense needs that you may need.
So thank you guys for visiting our firm. As you can see, I'm here, Michael's here, always ready to serve you guys for any questions. And please, do not hesitate to call us for anything you need. It could be the simple question, we're here for you. Y sí, hablamos español.
Shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Hey everybody, this is Danielle with Prospectors Federal Credit Union, now Certified Federal Credit Union. Guess what? It's that time of year again. The holidays are coming up. You guys are going to be spending, getting those gifts for all of your loved ones. And I just wanted you guys to know that we can help you save money and get those balances down, especially with the credit cards that you use with those high interest rates. Bring it on over to us. We have low fixed rates starting at 8.9. We don't go above 17.9. And if you want a balance transfer, you can get 0% for 6 months. Imagine what you can pay off with that. You guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me, 909-504-7371. Again, I'm Danielle with Prospectors Federal Credit Union, also now Certified Federal Credit Union. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great one.
It told me.
Okay.
It told you.
No, it told us.
No, it told us that, double down on relationships.
Ooh.
So what we just talked about earlier, community is the new currency.
I like that.
Loyal customers are your best marketers. Mm-hmm. Follow-ups matter more than ads. Oh. And I think that's something we've exercised
We're definitely exercising that, yes.
Tie this into networking and collaboration. Tie this into, So it's saying that to tie these things that we mentioned above to your networking or collaborations. And I think last year we talked a little bit about networking, what not to say, what you should say that works, what not to say. And one thing that I would definitely suggest, because you know what, at the beginning of the year, I've talked to a couple people on the phone, and I said, how's Happy New Year? Yes, Happy New Year. You start off like that, right? Happy New Year. And then I'll say, so how you doing? Oh man, oh
That
my
can open the
God,
wrong door,
coming,
yeah.
Yeah, coming back to, so it's like, so then it's not Happy New Year.
What's so happy about it?
I know, I started laughing because then that's not a true statement.
Right, it's not.
I don't know, whatever. But I was like, okay. So then we went into the sad story. Oh my God, But it's like you got to keep the momentum. And I don't know how to be a good teacher when it comes to certain things, but I definitely want to fix things for some people or have like an answer or solution for certain people. But that's not my job. So I decided that I'm scratching that off my to-do list, because I don't want to be that person anymore. I don't want to be the one that has the answers for everything, because I don't. Because I really don't. I believe that I do, but I don't. So I'd rather not lie. So yesterday I stayed quiet, through this phone call when I started hearing the sad story or whatever. Because at the end of the day, your job, you have a really good job and it's paying your bills and it's putting a roof over your head. And so if you can't see the blessings in what you do, instead of feeling sorry for yourself, you should think about other people that don't have what you have.
No, exactly.
And it's like,
be grateful.
You're not grateful.
Yeah.
So invest in personal brand and storytelling.
I like that one.
And
I just got the phone with somebody today, and they talked about that they were investing in their brand and that's really good. Investing in your brand and storytelling, because you have to tell a story through your brand. And people
Exactly.
these days, people are all about storytelling. One thing we've all seen this, we've all heard about this. Nike, Pepsi, all of them never really say anything about Nike. They don't say Nike. They don't say Pepsi. They do it through storytelling. They do a good commercial that tells a story that elevates their brand. And that's what we got to catch from these bigger companies of what they're doing. They're learning that process, and that's what we have to learn as well. The mom and pops, us, and all the people that are coming up. We have to learn how they're doing it, because that is what is attracting people.
So people trust people, not logos.
Ooh.
So you could have a beautiful logo.
That's what they just say right now. The logo comes at the end.
Yeah. People trust people. Visibility builds credibility. Share your why, not just your offer.
That is a good. Oh my God, that's a good one, guys. Let's just end it on there. That's a great one. Wow.
And I think that's something that we've been talking about.
Yes.
What's our why?
What's our
and
why?
a lot of people don't have that figured out. And until you can figure that out, you're gonna be able to start seeing a difference. Because again, you really have to believe in what you're doing. So share your why. That's important.
Right.
So prioritize customer experience. Experience is the new
differentiator. I can't even really say that either.
with my
How people feel
accent.
matters more than price.
Yes.
Yes.
Every touch point tells a story. So
Yeah, experience. We talked about prioritize customer experience, and you were right. We even said that when we start sharing and talking to certain people, we might have our templates of what we're proposing, but we still need to fix it to prioritize the customer, because what you were giving to this person is not the same experience as this person. They want something. They want
you got to
different.
customize everything to every customer.
Yes, and that's what we're
because
we learned
everybody's
that.
different.
Everybody's different, yeah.
Everybody's attention span is different. So if you have somebody who's like, just cut through the chase and just tell me what, instead you're going around and around and around, and it's like, dude, you just made me waste a half an
they
hour.
already shut you off. Like,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. So you got to make sure that you're that you understand every customer. Build strong systems. Systems create freedom. Growth without system equal chaos. Automate what you repeat. and discuss your CRM onboarding workflows.
I like this. I like this because growth without systems equals chaos, and that's exactly what we did this year.
If you
We
guys
created a
could
system.
see our wall for the system that we created, color-coded stickies, color-coded water pencils or water markers or whatever, because you know what? We need to create systems, and without a system, because we're at fault for this. I
Yes.
mean, we were, last year was chaotic for us. I'm serious. And, so if I could go back a little bit to Greater West Covina. Greater West Covina was always seen as Monica. Monica Fares was the face, right? I became the face in the public eye of the business, and bringing someone in every time was only giving them certain things that kept them in the back end.
Right.
Learning to delegate a lot of the stuff that I was doing before took a lot of work and took a lot of taking a chance. So when I took a chance and on JR, that was never my intention for him to be where he's at today. But my intention was, I'm just going to learn from him about podcasting because I loved his energy and I loved your because you were good at interviewing and you had that. I don't know, it was kind of fun.
The charisma and stuff.
Now here we are, almost 3 years later, and I have an executive director, and it's like, it feels good to know that I don't have to carry the load on my own. Now we're both carrying the load equally,
Right.
because that's just the way it's gonna have to be. It's we carry the load equally. We understand where we want to go. We both want to go in the same direction, but have our own personal things that we handle. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
And it takes a lot of fighting. I'm gonna say, okay, not fighting.
Disagreements. Yeah, see? We're on the same page. Disagreements.
Best choice of words. Disagreements. But becoming assertive and really knowing when to draw the line about certain things. So that's just the way. That's part of my experience.
Building
it's just,
strong systems.
Yeah, it's just building a system that it's gonna work equally, so that because without systems we can't operate.
True.
So just a quick story about systems. There's people that get frustrated because there's a system already in place and they hate it.
That's true.
Like the corporate
world,
world,
yep.
And they hate it, but they know they have to adapt. So before you take that job, know that if that's their system, because that's their company and that's the way they have
is
it,
truth.
you have to adapt. If not, then quit and go create your own.
That's
and
true.
start your own business, because that's
great
just
point
the way
right
it
there.
is, right?
Wow, yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, I like that.
And people are miserable.
Yeah.
Because they have to
Oh,
adapt.
and you're like, dude, then why did you
They
take the
have
job?
to adapt. Yeah, they have to adapt to the way that it is. It's not your company. And that's just the way the corporate world works, right?
All right.
So embrace consistent content. Visibility creates opportunity. You don't need to go viral. Just be consistent.
Ooh, I like that.
A lot of people want to go viral. They create certain videos or whatever, and then they don't. Oh my God, what am I doing? They're paying thousands of dollars to make that video go viral, and it's not doing it. But understand your why. Understand why it's not going viral. Stop copying people. Because there's a lot of copycats, right?
No, there's a lot of copycats. And it's okay. The Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. So everything's been created. But make it your own.
Yeah, recreate it as your own.
As your own, yes.
Yeah, automate what you repeat. That's exactly what we just said, right? Yeah, embrace consistent contents. Visibility creates opportunity. You don't. Oh, I just said that. What the heck?
No, you didn't.
No, you don't need to go viral. Just be consistent. Yeah, content builds trust before the first sale. Encourage imperfect, but be consistent in your posting.
Yeah, encourage imperfect but consistent posting. Like, yeah, exactly. Everything's not going to be perfect, but you're as long as you're consistent, and that's what people do. Find out who you are. People come to your page. What?
But consistent doesn't mean keep posting every hour.
Oh yeah. Don't
Learn
flood
the
people's
craft.
timelines.
Yeah.
Yes, find out when it's the best time for you guys
I
to be
used to do that.
Yes, you still do. I'll post and you post right after. I say, what do you do? No, it's fine.
It's very strategic, how social
It is
media
very,
works.
very strategic, and you got to just keep posting, be consistent, find your rhythm, find out what's working. And that's what it's all about. People, want to go viral. Like you said, they want to go viral. They want to do this and that. But it's just all about being consistent. That's what the thing is. So next one, number 6.
Invest in team development.
Woo.
Your team is your greatest asset. And I can honestly say that the team that we are building, the people that, the interns that have turned into now part of our family, they're our greatest investment.
Big time.
And I'm very proud
I'm
of
never letting
them.
Aiden go.
I'm proud of Aiden. I'm proud of Brandon, and it's weird because they've become family to us and for us to want to take care of them because they were two very shy boys, with rough upbringings and rough lives, who are now thriving.
Yep.
And so how could you not be proud that now at some point in the time that they've been here, they might want to go and spread their wings.
Stop saying that. I told you.
What's fine?
No, it's not. They're staying with me. Aiden, you're here forever with me.
He's retiring when I retire.
Guys, I'm not even joking. He said that he's going to retire when Monica retires. And that's like in 2 years. I'm just playing.
Hey, it might happen.
All right,
It
number
might
7.
happen.
Number 7. We got to go. We got to keep going.
It might happen.
We said this was supposed to be a short episode so Aiden could leave, so hurry up.
Yes. Be data aware, not data obsessed.
Ooh, that's good.
So numbers tell a story, but don't replace intuition.
Mm-hmm.
Track what matters. Make informed decisions, not emotional ones. That's important, people.
That is very important. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Number 8, collaboration instead of compete.
Ooh, collaborate instead of compete.
Collaborate instead of compete.
And that's what we've gotten into this year. We say, you know what? We want to let everyone know we're not here to compete.
No.
We're here to be a service.
Yes.
And we want to collaborate with those that are out there of the same mission that we have, though. That's important because they have to have the same values and missions that we have. We're not just collaborating with anybody.
Yeah.
But we're collaborating with those with the same purpose, a mission, and we're here not to compete against you. Utilize our service. We're here to collaborate with you, right?
And that's super important. So collaborate expands reach. There's room for everyone. Great moment to highlight local community and businesses. And I'm just going to talk about this one right now. I mean, the other 2 are great, but I'll talk about number 10. I'm going to skip number 9 because number 8, collaborate instead of compete. For the past couple of years, and this is our truth. This is our truth.
Say it. Preach it.
We've been trying to collaborate with different chambers within the San Gabriel Valley. And it's weird because a lot of them have come to us, and I've heard through the grapevines that they think that we would that we might be stealing their members. Not true. Not true. Just because you collaborate with someone doesn't mean that you're going to go and take what they have built. Chambers, to me, you don't have possession of your members. They're your members, but they don't belong to you. These are independent people that could go and join 20 chambers if they want to.
Yep.
And that's okay. Because if you're willing to, grow their business by yourself, then great, all power to you. But we don't have the power to do that. So you don't own your members. The more you offer them, the more grateful they will be, and you will sustain your membership. To me, I always tell people, don't just join the association. We're a business association. Don't just join my association. I hope you're joining other chambers and that you're collaborating and you're networking in other areas, because they might be doing something different than what we're doing.
Yeah,
right?
and they offer something
I've
different.
always lived by that. I've always done that, and so it's unfortunate that look at our social media, everybody. If you guys look at our Greater West Covina page, we share all chambers information, events, and things. And it's because we truly care about what you're doing, and we're helping you in a way by promoting you, but we're not trying to steal your members.
And if anything, what we're saying right now, and if we have to, we're going to lead by example.
Yeah, because
And we're gonna
collaboration expands reach.
Yeah, and we're gonna lead by example, and we're gonna share your posts, and we're gonna and yeah, they're in our stories and stuff, but we're sharing your posts. We're letting our members, our people that are following us, know what's taking place in your area.
In other
'Cause
areas.
We're all about collaborating.
Yeah, and we're inviting, and we have invited other chamber CEOs to sit here with us and talk about what they are doing within their own community. And a couple of them haven't taken us up on that. I don't know why. It seems silly, but if somebody invited me to go on their show and asked me to talk about what the Greater West Covina and Let's Connect Now is doing, I would love to. And I would ask you, let's collaborate.
Yep.
Because that's what it's all about. It's collaboration is key. Relationships are key. So if you're not doing that right now, then I feel bad for you.
Yeah, make that a 2026 goal. That
Yes,
this year I'm going to collaborate more than competing.
Because number 10, lead with purpose. Purpose-driven brands last longer. Impact creates loyalty. People support what stands for something. So, like our great event that's coming up, the GWC Unsung Hero event.
Yes.
Make sure you guys are, part of it. Make sure that if you have gotten that email from me or through our email blast, to send in those forms and that you guys nominate a person that's making a difference in their community, that's done great things in 2025. I wouldn't say 2026 because it's only been a couple weeks, but for 2025, make sure you guys, nominate that person. Our event it's coming up on Thursday, February
19th.
Yes.
So you could go to our website, greaterwestcovina.com, or the links are in our bios on all of our social media platforms, and you could click. It'll take you to Eventbrite, buy your ticket, or even the form is there, so you could nominate somebody as well. So we are excited, and that's the truth. Lead with purpose. 2026, lead with purpose. I like how the ChatGPT put that at the end, because when you lead with purpose, you actually bring all the other things under you because you have a purpose. You're not competing. You're not out there just making chaos, and you're bringing the work for place together.
Stay neutral too. Stay neutral.
It's just it's amazing. I'm glad that we did this, and yes, we are saying that we use ChatGPT because we want to show you guys that it's time to start implementing certain things into your business as well. We're going to have more experts come on. We partner with Clear Choice System, which is a great partner of ours that have helped us together in the partnership create these plans that we have. You can go to greaterwestcovina.com and look at the different plans that we have. And these are services. You're not becoming a member. These are services that we have created for the businesses. Because what is the number one thing we hear besides what can you do for me when you join a chamber business association? But another thing we hear is, how are you going to help me grow my business? That is like the number one thing every business says. We created these packages so that's what we're doing for you. We're helping you create. But if you're not going to take advantage of this, then you're not really here to grow. You're here just to network and gossip? You're here to gossip? No, let's grow your business in 2026.
Because we also need to get serious about our business, especially right now with everything going on. Everything's online. More people are shopping online. I strongly suggest that you continue to support and shop local. We have, some great businesses here in the Plaza West Covina. We have a lot of business on the outside of the mall where we are located. Make sure you guys are supporting local businesses, because you know what, they're very vital to our communities. I mean, they're hard workers, and so I always say, you know what, shop online. I mean, I love Amazon too and all, but make sure you guys
her packages are always at our door.
Make sure you guys are supporting, the local businesses. Let's dress nice in 2026 too. I mean, dress for success.
Yes, let that be your slogan.
Important.
Dress for success.
Yes, because that's important. And I don't mean fancy name brands. No, look up videos, on how to dress for success. I mean, I see a lot of people that walk in through these doors and they represent a business, and I'm like, wait, why are you wearing that? Sweats? What? I mean, I love comfort outfits too and all, but leave those for your home. In your business, you got to look serious. You got to look like you mean business.
No, it's true. You said something key. If you want people to take you serious, then dress accordingly. Now, okay, so that, like you said, if you work in construction, yeah, you could dress a certain way, but dress for success, meaning in any genre that you're in or business type that you're in, you dress for that success, because people are going to take you serious based on how you dress.
Yes,
and that is
people
so
might not
true.
believe it, but believe it when I tell you that is very,
Very
very
true.
key to your business. So make sure you guys are dressing for success.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was our second episode. I think it's one of our greatest episodes. I like this. Wow, Monica. Monica's already off. She's turned herself off. There's a button. I pressed it. She just went off right now. But no, thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you guys are going to, this is YouTube. We're going to be focusing more on YouTube. So yes, YouTube. Let's get it going, guys.
Yeah, thank you to our sponsors. We appreciate you guys. Let's make 2026 a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful,
Prosperous
wonderful
year for everybody. So we'll see you guys next week, Monday. And don't forget, we're going to start releasing some episodes on Wednesdays as well with our sponsors and having some great talks with the Los Angeles Latino Chamber of Commerce. So stay put on that as well. So we'll see you guys next week.
This episode is proudly brought to you by our sponsors who make this content possible. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much for watching Let's Connect Now. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And if you want to be a sponsor, contact us today.